Just got a delivery here, new boat obviously, from Border Hobbies in Mildura. They always look after me. This is a model that I've been putting off for a long time, ordering, because I've seen a few videos of these things on YouTube and they just seem pretty good. Like, there's nothing, I don't know that there's any upgrades I can make or design for these boats that's going to make them any better. We've been able to get them for about 6 months here in Australia, but it doesn't really seem like something I can improve. But on the back end of my website, where I can see what people type in or what they search, and if it's something they search that doesn't come up, like doesn't line up with something we sell, we get a notification of it every month. And this is what the most typed in thing we get on the website to search for that that we don't have. In the last 30 days, here's the list of things that people searched that didn't come up on the website. So 42 disruptors, spelled it right. Then we go into the lazy people, where they didn't write the whole thing. 37, 22, 17, it's going to be another one. 15, then we're into blackjack. 24, 11 people look for that. Recall 218, 7 people look for that. Those 7 people were trying to sell Spartan, spell Spartan obviously, another Spartan wrong. And Ionic, I don't know what that is, atomic or something, I don't know. So you can see why I thought I'd do a review on this disruptor. I wanted any other colour except pink, but that's the only one that that they had there. I didn't want to wait another month or two, so we have our first pink boat here at RC Boat Bitz. So it's all pretty standard. With Traxxas, they always give you pretty good instructions for sure. There's a whole book there. That's a stand that I would never use. A couple of tools, there'll be the 10mm spanners for the collet. There's your other little one there for, you know, taking prop nuts off and stuff like that. I can see it obviously uses the same system as the new Traxxas SR uses to hold the lid down, which is good. I like that. What do we got here? Got a prop in there. Okay. Same Traxxas controller. Oh no, it's not quite the same. It doesn't have the TSM knob on there, which is great, because if anyone's ever had a Traxxas Spartan that wobbles at high speed, it's because that TSM knob that's normally about here, I think the steering's over here, is wound up, and it just ruins the boat. So if you ever can't sort out a Traxxas boat, make sure that's turned down. This one doesn't have it, to make it simpler, which I like. It's a very good size actually, like 26 inches. It's just so easy to manage. Just, you know, you can just chuck it in the water, easy in the car. You don't need to have it in a ute or anything like that. First thing I can see is, wow, that is tiny. They are so small. It's almost not even worth putting them on. They're so high up as well in the V. As you can imagine, when a V hull is going at speed, the only bit of the boat that's actually touching the water is here, from about here to here. You know, it's running on the V, and this is a deep V boat for sure. Looking at that, it's crazy. That's really deep. So the fins don't really, I mean, the trim tabs, if your boat's running here, that shouldn't be touching the water. So I don't know what the point of them is. It would be easy to make a more usable set, that I could use the same holes and just run the tab down to here, and I wouldn't make it that short. I'd be bringing it out. Wow, what do we got here? That is 20mm out. I'd be going at least 30mm out if I was designing this boat. And what do we got? 25mm wide. Yeah, I'd be 35mm wide, maybe even 40. but you know, it is what it is. Apparently these things handle really well, so maybe it doesn't need big ones. There's no pickup in the rudder, which I've noticed because I saw the pickups down here molded into the hull. 2 pickups, which is good. Got a plastic prop, that's alright. Don't like this, you know, this plastic thing that they're putting on the SR Spartans as well. No real adjustment. Strut, you can see it's got a tiny little cable there. I'm guessing that's a 1/8 cable, 3.17 mil. I don't know what this is. Is it 4 mil or 3/16? 3/16 there. So it goes from 1/8, that's what it looks like to me anyway, to 3/16. Why you wouldn't just run that size all the way up so it can never break, I'll never know. Let's see. Brock was telling me he saw one of these on YouTube racing against a 4S, racing against a 6S Pursuit, and it was, a 6S Traxxas Spartan, and it was doing about the same speed. I guess I didn't want the pink, but I've got to admit it doesn't look too bad. I don't actually mind this. Okay. Didn't have them clicked all the way back to open them. Wow, this is a very high side boat because look how far in that goes. That's really deep in there. Alright, 2 pickups on the bottom, one going to the speed controller, one out, the other one onto the motor, in and out. It's actually got ribs on the side now. The first Traxxas boats, or the original Spartans, don't have those ribs. I'm not sure if the SR does actually, I can't remember. It's thicker, or it seems quite thick actually. Yeah, Spartans are quite kind of flimsy. It's not in a bad way, because if they crash, it's got a little bit of give, whereas the pro boat ones are stiff, and this is like a pro boat. This is like really stiff. Got ribs here too, from the top to the bottom there. So actually, I think it's really well made. Oh, it's got a little thing for their trailer there, their hook. I don't know how many amps that is. It's probably, you know, a 60 amp speed controller or something like that. Yeah, outrunner motors don't need a lot. They don't draw a lot. Only thing is you can't really cool them properly. The only cooling is that plate on the front there. So if you don't overprop it, I guess it's set up so it's not gonna be too hot anyway. But yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this boat. It actually looks really nice. I have to put a 4S battery in and see what it does, eh?